Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what promises to be one of the most compelling and emotionally charged moments of the early 2026 tennis season. Around the world, from the buzzing streets of Manila to the energetic avenues of Atlanta, in every tennis-loving corner of the planet, there's a growing sense that something extraordinary is about to unfold under the desert lights of the Middle East. The hard courts of the Aviation Club Tennis Center are glowing beneath the evening sky, and the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships has delivered a storyline that feels bigger than a simple quarterfinal encounter. This is a crossroads moment where history, momentum, culture, and elite performance collide in real time. Tomorrow, we witness a first-ever clash that carries enormous symbolic weight. On one side stands the pride of the Philippines, a 20-year-old force who has rewritten expectations for Southeast Asian tennis, Alexandra Eala. Across the net stands one of the most electrifying young talents in modern tennis. The American phenom, Coco Gauff, ranked fourth in the world, is already a household name, combining raw power, blistering athleticism, and a tactical intelligence that belies her age. This is more than just a match on paper. This is a measuring stick, a modern David versus Goliath scenario, but with a twist. Because the underdog in this story is no longer unknown. She is arriving with momentum, belief, and the thunderous backing of an entire nation and diaspora. Eala enters this contest riding the wave of a career milestone ranking that she achieved only recently. Her journey has been fast, emotional, and historic. From her breakthrough moments in Miami last season to her gritty performances to begin 2026, she has transformed from a promising prospect into a legitimate tour-level threat. She is technically the lower-ranked player, but ranking numbers alone do not capture the atmosphere surrounding her matches in this region. When Eala competes in Dubai, it feels like home. The Filipino community across the UAE turns stadium sections into oceans of flags, chants, and energy that can shake even the most experienced opponents. That emotional wave could play a decisive role because standing on the other side is one of the toughest competitors on the tour today. Eala arrives after a commanding victory over Sorana Sirsti in the round of 16, winning in straight sets. Her performance showcased exceptional timing, fearless aggression, and remarkable composure on Dubai's fast hard courts, signaling that she is fully comfortable competing at the highest level. Meanwhile, Gauff progresses after a grueling three-set battle against Elise Mertens in her round of 16 match, a contest that tested her endurance, tactical intelligence, and ability to adjust under pressure. Having survived that challenge, Gauff enters the quarterfinals battle-hardened, mentally sharp, and determined to impose her powerful, all-court game from the very first point. Gauff arrives with credentials that command respect. She has spent the last several years consolidating herself among the elite. Her game is built on explosive athleticism, court coverage that seems to defy human limits, and a backhand that can flatten rallies or pivot for lethal down-the-line winners. Gauff thrives on speed, both physically and mentally. She can turn defense into offense in the blink of an eye, and her ability to take the ball early, step inside the baseline, and redirect pace make her a nightmare for left-handed players like Eala. Every opponent knows that with Gauff, the first strike is often decisive, but she can also grind, extend rallies, and test patience. Against many players, this combination is suffocating. For Eala, this match represents a graduation test. If she wants to show the tennis world that her rise is only beginning, if she wants to prove she belongs in the same conversations as top 10 players and Grand Slam contenders, then she must find solutions against someone as explosive, complete, and battle-tested as Coco Gauff. Tournament organizers clearly understand the magnitude of this matchup. Scheduling has placed this clash into a prime evening slot, ensuring maximum global attention. The atmosphere is expected to be electric. To truly understand what tomorrow represents, we must look at the journey that brought both players here. 2 years ago, Eala was still navigating the difficult transition from junior dominance to professional consistency. She hovered outside the top 150, learning week by week. Fast forward to today, and she is firmly planted inside the elite competitive tier of the tour. The turning point came during her deep run at a major WTA event last year, where she broke mental barriers and proved she could defeat world-class opponents on the biggest stages. Coming into Dubai, Eala's form has been a combination of brilliance and resilience. Her recent win over Sursti demonstrated not only technical sharpness, but also a mental toughness rarely seen at her age. These matches have helped her adapt to dessert conditions, where the ball travels faster and rallies demand quick decision-making. These conditions amplify her natural left-handed spin, particularly her cross-court forehand that drags right-handed opponents off balance. However, there are still areas opponents will target. Her second serve has occasionally been vulnerable, especially against aggressive returners. Against someone like Gauff, who thrives on stepping inside the baseline and punishing anything short, Eala must serve at a high percentage and place with surgical precision. Gauff, meanwhile, is arguably playing the most complete tennis of her career. Her 2025 season highlighted her ability to combine power with intelligence. She can open up the court with lightning-fast angles, shift opponents off balance, and force errors with depth and precision. Her speed allows her to chase down balls that seem unreachable, and her mental composure under pressure is impressive for a player still in her early 20s. Gauff doesn't just defeat opponents through raw power. She dismantles them through movement, anticipation, and relentless consistency. She will make Eala run, make her hit extra balls, extra rallies, and extra games. Tactically, this match will hinge on serve and return battles, court positioning, and the ability to read spin. Eala's lefty forehand naturally targets Gauff's backhand, creating opportunities to open the court. But Gauff's backhand is not just stable, it's aggressive. She can redirect pace down the line with lethal accuracy. The key for Eala will be to mix spins, vary patterns, and inject surprise angles into rallies while using her slice to disrupt Gauff's rhythm. For Gauff, she will aim to take control of points early, using speed and footwork to dictate play. Physically, both players are elite competitors. Eala has youth and recovery on her side. Gauff brings extraordinary endurance, speed, and agility. If rallies extend deep into matches, Gauff's movement and counterpunching ability could become decisive. Eala must look to shorten points through aggressive patterns, sharp angles, and surprise changes in pace. The crowd factor cannot be overstated. Filipino support in the UAE is massive and passionate. For Eala, this is emotional fuel. For Gauff, it creates a challenging environment, though she has shown an ability to perform under pressure in loud stadiums worldwide. Weather conditions could also play a role. Slight evening winds could impact ball flight, especially on high-spin serves. Gauff's flatter trajectory may handle windy conditions slightly better, while Eala will need to adjust quickly if conditions fluctuate. Another unknown is the head-to-head factor. These players have never faced each other professionally. That creates a feeling-out period where Eala's lefty spin could create early confusion if she starts aggressively, but Gauff's experience against tricky opponents will allow her to adapt quickly. Ranking pressure also differs. Gauff carries the expectations of being a top 5 player, while Eala plays with more freedom. That psychological liberty often makes underdogs extremely dangerous. Statistically, Eala has shown she can compete with top 10 opponents, even if consistency is still developing. Gauff has historically been able to handle a variety of playing styles, using quick footwork and early strike capability to neutralize spins. To win, Eala must serve efficiently, attack second serves, mix rhythm, and avoid long, grinding rallies where Gauff thrives. Gauff's path to victory relies on consistency, early court control, deep returns, and quieting the crowd with strong opening games. This match also represents something bigger for global tennis. Women's tennis is entering a transitional era where new global markets and rising stars are reshaping the sport. Eala represents the rise of Southeast Asian influence. A win would send a powerful message about the next generation. For Gauff, this is about maintaining her position at the top and proving her success is sustainable against emerging challengers. Prediction-wise, Gauff enters as favorite due to ranking, experience, and tactical consistency. But Eala's momentum crowd energy, and fearless shot-making create real upset potential. A three-set battle feels likely, with momentum swings driven by emotion, tactics, and physical endurance. Regardless of the result, fans are guaranteed high-level athleticism, strategic depth, and emotional storytelling. Whether you support the Philippines, the United States, or simply love elite tennis, this is must-watch competition. We will be covering every moment, every key rally, and every turning point as this tournament unfolds. The stage is set, the players are ready, the world is watching. Tomorrow night, under the Dubai lights, the future meets the present, and tennis wins either way. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the match.